I was halfway through feeding my horses when two police cruisers rolled onto my ranch like they were responding to a crime scene. Lights off, serious faces. That's when I knew someone had seriously messed up. Turns out the HOA from the nearby subdivision had called the cops on me. Why? Because they claimed I was violating HOA rules by running a ranch, storing equipment, and lowering property values. There was just one tiny problem. I've never been part of their HOA. Not now. Not ever. A woman I recognized immediately, HOA Karen herself, stood at the gate, arms crossed, looking smug. She told the officers I had refused to comply with multiple HOA notices and that I was trespassing on community-controlled land. I calmly asked her to explain how a ranch that's been in county, record since the 1980s, somehow belonged to her HOA, which was built 5 years ago. She couldn't. Instead, she doubled down. She said the HOA had authority over the entire area, and that I was required to follow their rules or vacate the property. One officer raised an eyebrow. The other asked for paperwork. That's when things flipped. I walked to my truck and handed them my deed, survey maps, and county zoning documents. The property lines were crystal clear. My ranch wasn't just outside the HOA, it was never even considered part of it. Different zoning, different jurisdiction, different everything. The officers went quiet. Karen started interrupting, insisting the HOA president approved enforcement anyway. That's when one officer stopped her, mid-sentence, and explained that HOAs don't get to invent authority, and definitely don't get to waste police time trying to bully landowners. Instead of writing me up, they wrote her up. Karen was cited for filing a false report and warned about harassment. The HOA was officially told to cease all contact with me immediately. Any further attempts to enforce rules on my ranch would result in legal consequences. Her smug look vanished, fast. As the cruisers drove away, one officer smiled and said, "Sir, next time they bother you, call us first." That evening, I leaned against my fence, watching the sun dip over land that was still, and always would be, mine. The HOA wanted control. What they got was a hard lesson. You can't govern what you don't own. And you definitely shouldn't. Call the cops to find that out.